I tell everyone how I made this money, that it's going to affect me in any sort of way.
AMD, if we get a quick little pop above $12, I'm thinking about maybe a quick little short over on AMD. Finger on the trigger to lock in profits when it starts moving back on up. Here we go. Nice job. Let's take it. $979 in profit. Look at this spike, baby. Taking some gains right off the top right here. 124,000.
You just got to know what you're doing.
200.
Every single person can be successful.
Dollars in profit.
There's no reason for you not to become a full-time day
Now
trader.
we're currently up $2,100. Let's just keep it going even more. I want every single person. Now we're up $2,500. Now we're going up to $117.40.
It's not like it's a competition. It's if I tell you how I was able to do this,
$100
go out, make that money, make a killing, and let's all absolutely crush it together.
Let's go, baby! Let's see this thing keep unfolding even farther here. We're up $1,100 within the first 5 minutes of the day. I'm feeling absolutely fantastic. Lock in. All right, traders, right now at this moment, 917, 918. Let's get ready to go on this day. Let's see what this day is going to be all about. Because this week has already been fantastic, fambabulous, absolutely incredible. Made over $10,000 over on the prop firm on the S&P 500. Been able to trade over on Cobra. We even gave every single person 30% off over on Trade Ideas. Today's the last day of that sale. Heads on up for everyone. So, today we're going to be diving right on in. Making sure every single person is on top of it. Every single person is aware. Every single person is set, ready to go. Let's make sure you guys understand what you need out of this day. We only got about 10 minutes on this day until things kick on off, and I'm trying to make some money. So lock in. Dial it up. Get those abs nice and tight. It's time to get after this day. So let's start really talking about every single move. What is going to be the best play of today? Where is the momentum going to go? We do have going through our top gainers at this moment, going back to about a 2-minute time frame so we can see the entirety of the day. Number one, we do have MRSN. MRSN did get acquired. It got acquired at a certain price. You don't need this play at any sort of way. Even though it's the number one top gainer on the day, cross it off your watch list. It's not going to be a play that's going to make you any money today. It's just going to move sideways throughout the entire day. Number two, NVVE. NVVE, unfortunately, in my eyes, this stock also kind of sucks. I don't mean to be, again, mean, but I just want to be blunt. I want to be straight to the point. NVVE, the stock did go from 15 cents, spiked up to 44 cents, came back down to 30 cents, spiked up to 55 cents, and now back on down towards around 40 cents. It's not like this is a bad play. I just want to see something in my personal preference. A little bit bigger, hitting some new highs, and has a little bit more strong buying volume. We will go over NVVE in a little bit more detail in a second, but while it's not my favorite, there are plays that I think could be a little bit better. I mean, TNMG, this was one of the top stocks going into today. But traders, look how massive this dump has been. TNMG was one of the only plays that was up over 100, nearly 200% on the day. And the stock went from 30 cents all the way up to 88 cents. And then bang, this thing got rejected. Rejected like a chess captain asking out the cheerleader captain out to prom. We have right here TNMG going on this massive rip. And it's just been straight back on down ever since. So right now at this moment, if we're just taking a look at the top 3 dogs, we have MRSN getting acquired, not going to again be doing anything with that play. NVVE maybe again if this one can get above 50 cents, and the stock that the majority of traders are focused on this morning is getting absolutely demolished at this time. So number 1, 2, and 3, that's not really our go-to plays. What about CNMD? I mean, traders, you know what else I noticed though? Take a look. NVVE is only 42 cents. TNMG is only 56 cents. CMND is only 46 cents, right? We're kind of having like a lot of stocks that are sub $1. And those really aren't my favorite. I would much rather be playing stocks that are over the price of $1. I'd much rather be playing stocks that are probably $2, $3, $5, $6, $8. You know, I like how they can move a little bit more. So what about SGBX right here? SGBX is an interesting one because it didn't have any sort of news today. But SGBX is still dialing it on up, trying to get a little bit of action. And maybe if we can break through that 350 mark, we could start getting some hype and momentum. I'm also thinking to myself at this moment, hey guys, you know, I don't see anything out of the hot press releases. So maybe we look at a previous top gainer. Traders, what has been the best previous top gainer over this past week? It's Thursday right now. What has been the stock that has spiked the heaviest and has held its gains? Does anyone know? I would say probably GLTO. GLTO, guys, this has been a play that has been the #1 top gainer for the past, again, you know, #1 top gainer over on Monday. Tuesday it spiked. Wednesday I had a little spike, started coming back on down, but it's still overall like still holding its gains. And I would even argue that it could still have a little bit of an uptrend. So again, GLTO here today, this could be one that if it could ever get back above $26 or so, there could be that potential for that squeeze. So I would say, let's keep our eyes peeled over there. So again, we already are seeing all the top gainers. CMND, or excuse me, we already see all the top gainers right now. MRSN, no. NVVE at the bell, no. TNMG, unfortunately, if you shorted it, great. Other than that, no. CMND, this play, CMND is trying to get a little bit of hype at this moment, trying to work itself on up. Not my favorite. SGBX has to get above 350. Again, this stock does not have any sort of news. So right now we're in a little bit of a standstill. We got 8 minutes until this market opens on up. And it's not like there's our 100%, hey, Dek, that's the one that everyone's going to. I do think we have to kind of just be a little cautious. I think we have to wait for something to develop. I think we need to be patient. I think we have to, again, allow traders to kind of lose, allow traders to jump in on this play, jump in on this play. Maybe this one gets hot, maybe this one gets hot. Let's not be the guinea pig. Don't be the person that 9:30 says, I'm jumping on this stock. Why? Well, hopefully it goes on a big time spike. Why don't we let, you know, other people take the hits? Why don't we let other people, again, be the guinea pigs about jumping in this one or this one or this one? Because the odds are, you know, the one that we pick isn't going to be the big winner. We could sit back, watch all the little fake out pump and dumps and then come crashing back on down and then choose the winner. Or if anything, maybe we could look for any sort of quick little spike and then short it right back on down. So those are all good options for us, 100%. So traders, let's see. What are the best press releases today? Number 1, MRSN. As I said, MRSN is getting acquired at the price of $25 per share. So when you get acquired at, again, a certain price, you only sit right near that certain price, which is why it's just moving sideways. Make sense? So again, MRSN did have a good press release. Unfortunately, though, we don't need it. TNMG, a very small stock. It was 30 cents. Says they are having a partnership with a Fortune 150 company. So guys, when you have a Fortune 500 company or a Fortune 150 company, it's a very good thing, especially when you're only a 30-cent stock. So this stock got a ton of hype, got a ton of momentum, but it just spiked too hard too quickly, and now people are taking profits and momentum shifting. Again, it did have a good solid press release, unfortunately just coming right back on down. What about, again, right here? CMND. CMND right here, it says CMND receives final approval to expand its FDA regulated phase 1, phase 2. So at receiving, what are we receiving? We're receiving approval. What is it approval on? It's approval on its FDA phase trials. So CMND, it's not a bad play in any sort of way either. That's right here. It's just, it's a little bit small. So again, you know, that's why I love, again, you know, being able to look at trade ideas and being able to see the charts. And then I also love being able to look at Fox Runner and be able to have the reasons on why these stocks are spiking, why these plays are getting the big time rips and runs. So again, we're kind of in a little bit of this like standstill part. If we take a look over on the news alerts right here, we do have LRHC. LRHC had a little bit of hype. Let's see here. LRHC, again, quick spike, quick dump. Guys, that's the story of today so far. The story of today has been quick spike, quick dump. There's CMND right here. CMND, that was the play, of course, that traders are looking at, does have that approval on its FDA regulated phase 1, phase 2. We do have our Thursday watch list, guys. Stock futures are a little changed this morning. The Dow Jones Industrial Average did hit a brand new record high yesterday. Now, again, why could the market start heating on up here a little bit? The market could start heating on up because President Donald Trump has finally ended the government shutdown. Yes, guys, the Senate, the House, and the President have all come to an agreement. And now the government shutdown is over. It was the longest government shutdown in history. It is now over, and now we could see more optimism in the S&P 500. So make sure that you guys are fully aware of it. TNMG was the hottest stock. As we could see, TNMG was the hottest play as of 8:50. Now, again, unfortunately, the stock is starting to turn and fade and fall. These are all the stocks with, again, press releases this morning, which, we have gone over and we have talked about. But let's just see if there's anything else here. WXM was awarded distribution rights. WXM, if I had to take a guess, again, a little spike, a little dump. Now, also, again, what else do we have? Stocks that are sub $1. We're just seeing a lot of sub $1 plays right now. What about OTLK? OTLK announces acceptance of a license application. Again, only $1 stock here. AEON has positive results. Again, a spike and a dump. Traders, anything we see spiking right now, get ready more for a dump. What about CHAI? CHAI came out with a hot press release. Nothing has been able to hold up its gains. It seems like nearly every single play has spiked and then come crashing back on down. Also, traders, did you see this? Michael Burry is closing his firm. Isn't that kind of crazy? Well, he's still holding his Palantir shorts. He's still holding his NVIDIA shorts. He's still betting against them. But he is no longer accepting money. He's no longer taking, people's money and investing it for them. He is shutting down his firm. So it says, Scion Asset Management, dear investors, with a heavy heart, I will liquidate the funds and return capital, but for a small audit/tax holdback by year's end. My estimation of value in securities is not now and has not been for some time in sync with the markets. With a heartfelt thanks, but also with apologies, I wish you well in future investments. This is real. This is not, again, a scam. This is not, again, some made-up AI thing. Basically, what we have right now at this moment, and this is kind of crazy to be thinking about, is because I know a lot of people look up to Michael Burry. Oh, wow, he predicted the 2008 mark. He's saying right now, my estimations of securities is not now and has not been for some time in sync with the markets. So he's basically saying, hey, everyone, what I've been doing for the last, 5, 6, 7 years now, it hasn't been right. I've been wrong. I haven't been in sync with the markets. I've been losing people money. And you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. That's essentially what he's saying. Essentially what's happening at this moment. So, and that's where we're at. And, there was also another post on him earlier here, guys. Let's scroll on down for a second. If you scroll on down here, Michael Burry revealed his short positions on NVIDIA and Palantir. But, there's a lot of pros about Michael Burry. But there's also a list. While many investors respect Michael Burry, he has made many short predictions in the past that were incorrect. He shorted in 2017, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2021, 2021, 2021, 2022, he shorts almost every year. Now, yes, 2022, the market fell, and that's awesome. But guys, if you're shorting every single year, what is the stock market doing nearly every single year? Going up. So again, shutting down your firm because all you do is continue to short against what only goes up. I can understand why, again, maybe he's kind of over it. You can nail a big drop, you can nail a big pullback, but if you keep trying to nail, again, the negative side, you're most likely going to lose over and over again. So, a little heads on up for any Michael Burry investors over there. A little heads on up for any Michael Burry fans. Guys, it is 9:29 in the market right now. Everybody smash that thumbs on up right now at this moment if you guys haven't. Let's get ourselves excited. Can I see it? Everyone dropping a little bit of a ow in the chat? Can I get a GIF in the chat? Can I get a thumbs up in the chat? Can I get some emojis in the chat? Can I get a couple W's in the chat? Can I get a little bit of love in the chat? Can we get ourselves a good old Dekmar trades? So, right now, let's get ready for a day. Guys, MRSN, remember, we don't need to get ourselves, involved in that play. Whew, let's do it. Day Trade Professor, what's up, buddy? Great to absolutely see, as always. One of the best. One of the absolute best. TNMG, SGBX. SGBX, guys. Now, SGBX, little heads on up for every single trader. Right here. Let's scroll on down. Foxrunner put a post on it here earlier this morning. Look at this, guys. SGBX 33% gain, no news, 440K in float. SGBX low float mover with no news. SGBX is hitting new highs with no news, but a low float of 444K. As of 7:10 a.m. Eastern time, SGBX is currently hitting new highs as the number 4 top gainer in the stock market with a 36% gain. There is no credibility, but this stock only has 440K in float. The last press release was 2 weeks ago. And obviously, we know the float are the shares available to the public. The lower the supply, the bigger the demand, the bigger the spike can be. So we don't have any big spikers just yet, but we did learn about SGBX at around 7 in the morning here. So SGBX, this one has been on our watch list very early. SGBX, we are having a triple top at this moment. Top resistance, top resistance, top resistance. 350 has been some very strong resistance over on SGBX. Now, if SGBX does start getting the attention, does start getting the hype, it could squeeze. And the reason why it could squeeze is because no one cares right now about NVVE. No one cares right now about TNMG. The next up on the list is SGBX. So, basically imagine traders are kind of going down the list. Hey, I can't trade NVVE. I can't trade TNMG. Hey, SGBX is fighting highs. Is this stock going to be able to squeeze high enough to be able to get the shorts out and then be able to get some sort of breakout? Let's just see here. SGBX, if I wanted to short this play, I would say 3,000 shares on the short side, inquire about 3,000 shares, locate the lowest fee, and now again, that's going to cost me $4.50. Is anyone interested in shorting SGBX? Saying, Dek, it hit 350, it fell back down to 275. Came on up to 350, came back down to 290. Came back up to 360, maybe could easily fall right back down to $3. So if you are interested, SGBX is not that expensive. It's $4 to get 3,000 shares. So not too much. Also, here comes CMND right now. Guys, remember, CMND, we learned about this play a little bit higher on up here, right? Where CMND did have its press release come on out. This was right around 9 o'clock. CMND receives final approval to expand its phase 1, phase 2. We receive approval from the FDA on phase 1, phase 2. CNMD, as you guys can see, started spiking right around this 9 o'clock region. And of course, that's why we're aware of it. So again, it's so important. If anyone's ever asking, Dek, how do you know every single play every single morning? I wish I could sit here and say, oh guys, I just know, but I don't. I just use, again, Foxrunner. It literally gives me every single answer. So again, if I want to see what's all the best press releases, I see them all right here. Hey Dek, what are all the stocks that are, again, gapping up this morning? Okay, I could see them here. The stocks that are gapping down this morning, I see them here. Hey, what is everyone watching this morning? I could see all the alerts right here. Hey, what is Nancy Pelosi buying this morning? I could see it here. So it's like, I get everything. So that's how I'm always staying on top of things. I wish I could sit here and just take all the credit and say I'm a genius. But no, again, I use Foxrunner to get all the answers. Hey, Dek, again, how do you see it if a stock's hitting a brand new high? Again, I use trade ideas to get all the answers. Hey, Dek, how do you get all the shorts? I use Cobra to get all the shorts. So yes, you do need to have, I think, 3 things that are absolutely necessary. If there's your bottom line 3 things saying, Dek, you can only have 3 things to trade: Cobra, trade ideas, Foxrunner. Anything else is just extra. But those are my 3 must. Those are my 100%. You must have them to be successful in day trading. NVVE right here, still watching this one. Want to make sure that we're all set, ready to go. Also, traders, if you guys have not, little heads on up while we are waiting for this to see again, what we could do coming on up here. If you have not, Trade Ideas is giving every single person here a 25% discount. Today is the last day. Okay? Just a heads up for every single person. Today is the last day. So, what you can do to make your life very simple, scan this code right now. Scan this QR code. You guys will get 25% off on Trade Ideas. The sale was yesterday. It ends today at midnight. So, heads on up. We had Steve come on up, 25% off. We teamed up with Dekmar Trades, offering you 25%, or you could just go type in the word Dekmar, and you guys will get 25% off as well. But if you want to, scan that code on the screen right now. You guys will get 25% off. Then you guys can email me, and I will send you all of my scanner codes. Okay? Want to make sure that you guys are all good. Give you guys, again, 10 more seconds to scan that. and you will be all ready to rock. Everyone good? Got it? All right. So enjoy that for the final day of that sale. Shout out to Trade Ideas for hooking it on up. Let's see here. NVVE, TNMG, IDN. IDN, a little bit of hype right here, guys. IDN getting in the game. Number 3 top gainer right now. IDN had a press release last night. And again, 17 hours ago over on IDN, this play had its earnings report. So was it the biggest press release in the world? No, it was not. It just had an earnings report. Now, again, with that being stated, it's trying to get a little bit of hype. It's trying to get a little bit of momentum. So I would still say, let's keep our eyes peeled on it. All right, here, team. Do not force. Let's wait for, again, the best positions possible. We are, again, watching, waiting, staying alert, and only, again, trading stocks that we absolutely love. Right now, team IDN kind of building on up here a little bit. Stocks gone from 560. Dek, would you look for a short on this play? I mean, the only reason I'd really be looking at shorts is because I have not seen anything spike and hold up its gains yet. I mean, hey, prove me wrong. Guys, can we all agree that every single morning, or not every morning, but every press release this morning has let the spike pullback? Can we all agree that every single play has not had any follow through? We've had rips and runs, and then they come right back on down. So yes, I would make the assumption, and I don't think I'm being crazy here, that if I've seen every single stock so far today spike and dump on the day, and I'm seeing IDN with some very strong resistance up near around 650, if you want to look for a short in the high 630s, the 640s, or the 650s, I don't think that's a bad idea whatsoever. Because how great is past chart history pattern? When we hit an old high, there's a great chance we reverse. When we hit this high at 650, there is a great chance that we are going to be seeing some rejection and some resistance. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. If we go on over, let's just type in IDN. Dek, 2,000 shares. IDN, inquire about 2,000 shares. I don't need to. It's already shortable. Okay, awesome. So it's already shortable. I actually don't even need to pay any sort of fee in any sort of way. So if I wanted to, I could start loading up maybe 250 shares at a time. And again, we could go 645, lay out a short. We could go 648, lay out a short. I can go 649, lay out a short. I can go a little bit higher as well, 655, lay out a short. I can go to 667, go up a little bit higher, 674, go a little bit higher. So, traders, I can lay out a few different short orders. Unfortunately, it seems like maybe it's going to start fading and falling already, though. I don't think I got filled on anything. I did not. So, I did not get filled on anything, but as you guys can see, I did just kind of lay out some short orders over on IDN. But, traders, if anyone's been watching the last 3 to 4 to 5 days, am I a genius to say, oh wow, Dek, a red candle just happened? How did you know again we were gonna have green candle, green candle, green candle, green candle, green candle, green candle, and then right when we came up to 650, a red candle happened? How could you predict that? Well, remember, all we're doing is looking at past chart history pattern. We're not doing anything crazy. We're not sitting here again, just doing mathematical algorithms. We're looking at past chart history pattern to be able to figure out, hey, where's the next reversal going to be? Where's the next reversal going to happen? Where's the next spike? Where's the next move? So it's just about, as I said multiple times, putting the odds in your favor. Don't keep trading to 50-50s. Make it a 70-30. Make it an 80-20. Make sure, again, if you're playing blackjack and you're about to put a $500 hand out, do it after 10, 15 small cards in a row come out. The odds are you are going to now be able to have a better opportunity of success. So right now here, traders, I am going to cancel these orders right now at this moment because I didn't get filled. So I am going to cancel those orders right now. But we'll see if we can, we'll see what happens on IDN. We'll see what happens in the near future on some of these plays. Baby, how low can the SPY go with the shutdown now over? I mean, again, that's P 500 can go on down as low as it wants, right? So it's, the S&P 500 it's going to go on down because of AI. It's going to go down because of global events. It's going to go down because of tariffs. It's going to go down to inflation. It's going to go down to what the Federal Reserve does. It's going to go down if Trump makes a statement about something that people don't like. It could go down. There's no answer to that question. It could go down forever. So the thing is, the S&P 500 Yes, there is optimism. Hey, the shutdown's now over. But at the same time, we are having a pullback day. A lot of times, we get 1 or 2 red days and people start freaking out. The thing is, traders, right now we're at the price of $678. The highest the stock market has ever been is $688. We're only $9 away from the highest the stock market has ever been. Right now, it seems like the best overall entry for the short term has been right at the blue 50-day moving average. Bounce play, bounce play, bounce play. That 50-day moving average has been great on the short term. Now, as you guys know, my favorite entry is always the 50-month moving average. That's where, of course, you guys know it. I don't want to keep beating the dead horse, but where I bought in on Monday, April 7th. When we got close to that blue area, that's where I bought in, the lowest day possible. So if you want to be the safest trader in the world, again, sit back and say, I'm not entering until, again, 2018, we bounced. 2020, we bounced. 2022, we bounced. 2025, we bounced. We usually hit the 50-day moving average on average. We hit the 50-month moving average on average every 2 to 3 years. So if we hit it in 2025, we should not be hitting the 50-month moving average till probably 2027. So that's when I think the next drop is going to happen, 2027. I think 2026 is blue skies ahead. I'm extremely bullish in 2026. But I think the next time we hit that 50-month moving average is going to be 2027. Now, if you're looking for something short term, go to the daily chart, 50-month moving average. But I will say, so far, November has not been anything insane for us, has it? I mean, traders, when one of my favorite things is I do my best. I do my absolute best to not make things up on the spot. And what I mean by that is I always try to look at historical information. I am not the smartest guy in the room. I can't do mathematical algorithms and say to myself, all right, this makes sense. A lot of times I like to just study what has happened in the past, historical performances. So if I go over to the S&P 500 here, and I just go to S&P 500 monthly performance by, again, historical returns, what do we see, right? We can see right here the S&P 500 monthly return is about 2.2%, right? As of early November, these figures are, again, long-term monthly averages. Let's go over to the images here. And what do we see on our images? What the images show is that usually from 1928 to 2023, the worst month is September. The best 3 months is the end of the year here. We have a great month in July. We have a great month at January. I always say this. Firms, hedge funds, institutions, us traders, retail traders, we always want to finish off the year strong. So every single person says, oh, wow, it's the end of the year. Let's make it our best end of the year ever. Winter time is the best time to trade. October, November, January, February, March, April. Why is that, guys? Everyone's inside. It's cold outside. Everyone's basically in front of their computer. Volume's high. Things are going crazy. So that's what I really like. I like when, again, volume is high and things are going crazy. But notice what we have here. October moves on up. November moves on up. December moves on up. And then again, January, everyone wants to start off the year great. So it's everyone wants to finish off the year great. And then everyone wants to start off the year great. So a lot of times here, traders, we do see strong end of the year rallies with November and December being great. November, December, January being great. So, I mean, it doesn't matter what picture we post. You can take a look right here. S&P 500 monthly performances. You can see how great that is. You can see right here, S&P 500 monthly performances. You could see, basically how November is supposed to be. So, what does this say right here? 20%. So basically, I just wanted to get you guys the gist of, what it's supposed to be looking at. September is always the worst month. Then it's supposed to be great climbing into, again, October, November, December, and then, of course, back over to January. So you can see how great, usually these next 4 months are. But if we take a look over on the S&P 500, let's just say right now, all right, S&P 500, and let's just go over the past 1 month. We're up 2%, but that's not even like we're going over the past 30 days. November has only been 5 trading days so far, or a little bit more than that. Right now, November really hasn't been that great. November, if we want to take a look, we start at 683 and we're down to 677. So we're probably down like 0.07%, something like that. Guys, is SGBX starting to squeeze a little bit? SGBX trying to squeeze. SGBX, that was one of, again, those Fox Runner alerts super early this morning. SGBX right here. One of those super early plays right here, right? 33% gain at 7 in the morning. No news. 440K in float, right? 440K. And that's when it was a 30% gain. What is it at right now? SGBX, 51% gain. So trying to build itself on up. Bob Adams, why is VST, Joby, Pony continuously falling? Well, I will say again, those are all different, fields. Joby and Joby is falling because they are not producing just yet. The thing about Joby and Archer, these eVTOLs, these aviation plays, you are in extremely early. And again, what does extremely early mean? Extremely early means more risk. Joby is, again, probably getting a little bit of a pullback right now because the S&P 500 is getting a pullback right now. Like the entire market's falling at this moment. Joby is what I think is the best eVTOL play. But with being early, you are always going to have massive risk. Because sometimes when you're early, things work out or things don't work out. So again, please understand that with Joby. It's the same exact thing with Pony. Pony right here is, again, a self-automated number one in China, self-automated taxi service. Incredible. Great. The thing is right now, the markets are falling. Everything's getting pulled back. Also, if they had a good or bad earnings. I haven't looked into Pony recently. And as for VST, VST is one of the best, again, companies so far in 2025. But again, take a look at VST on the weekly chart. It hit a top, has been pulling back since. VST more follows the S&P 500. Hits a top, starting to kind of get a little bit of a pullback. So VST is doing great. VST is absolutely fine. It's most likely going to bounce off that 50-day moving average coming on up. Right? So I definitely want you guys to be understanding of that. Now, the other big thing, I don't know if you guys saw this or not, and I know I keep going back over here, but did anyone see the articles that came on out? The Morgan Stanley super cycle is here. The AI update. Did anyone see a JP Morgan also came out with some more AI updates? JP Morgan, I'm going to summarize this for you guys because it's a little bit long, but right here. But basically what we have at this time, hold on, let me scroll on up, is we have JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley. We have all these people and everything's, all of them's talking about the same thing. Go over to Fox Runner, read it if you guys want to. But they are talking about the U.S. power shortage for data centers by 2028. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been talking about this since last year. And I've talked about it multiple times since last year. And now Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, all these different places are now starting to talk about it. Now, what does that mean? What it means is we are in such a weird time at this moment, a very weird time. We basically have our technology above our infrastructure. That's not usually what happens. Usually we have infrastructure and we're trying to figure out technology. That's usually what happens, right? We're trying to build something. We're trying to say, oh yeah, hey, let's build something. Let's make it amazing. That's not what's happening right now. What's happening right now is we actually exceeded our infrastructure and we have built tech that is so crazy, so strong now that our infrastructure can't run it. So the thing is, what am I talking about right now? I'm talking about AI. I'm talking about the chips. We have billions of dollars in chips that we can't even use yet to their fullest potential. And the reason why is because our current power isn't strong enough. We don't have enough power supply to be able to feed into these chips for them to operate at their maximum threshold. So the thing is, guess why we have been seeing different plays? We've been seeing data centers. We have been seeing nuclear plays go crazy, right? So, traders, if we need more power, we are going to have to see like NBIS. NBIS is dropping right now, just like everything's dropping. But you guys could see NBIS, one of the greatest plays of 2025 so far, because it has to do with data centers. We've also seen like Oklo. OKLO, again, falling right now as well, because again, a lot of the AI stuff is falling at this moment. But what's happening over on OKLO, this play at this moment, guess what? It has to do with nuclear. So a lot of plays in 2025 so far have gone crazy, have gone on big rips and runs, and have gone on very big spikes because everyone knows of the power shortage. And we have to either invest in data centers, we have to invest in nuclear stocks, we have to invest into something that can actually power the chips. That's what the bottleneck is. And that's what, again, so many people are kind of focusing on. Electricity, we have to power on up. Being able to get everything right now. It's a very unique time at this moment. So check that stuff on out. It's a pretty cool topic to think about, and why we are seeing like BWXT go on this very nice spike and rip and run. You know, why is BWXT going on such well? Because again, you know, we need nuclear power. I know nuclear is a scary word. Ooh, nuclear, right? But it's clean energy. Nuclear is absolutely great. Nuclear is absolutely fantastic, right? But yes, if they do something wrong, it is devastating, right? It's devastating. But that's almost like everything in life, right? You could, again, I don't know. I'm just, my mind is running wild with a whole bunch of great things that could turn ugly. Imagine again, all of a sudden you are starting to date a beautiful, absolutely incredible woman or an incredible man. And you say, this is my dream boat. This person, this opposite of me is just like everything I've been looking for. And then all of a sudden one day you mess up. You do something that you probably shouldn't have done. And all of a sudden that person changes. And you wake up in the middle at 2 a.m. in the morning and they're holding a knife. And you wake up because you felt someone staring at you. And you say, what's going on? And they go, oh, sorry. I was sleepwalking. And then you say, oh man, I'm scared. I can't sleep next to you. Get out of here. Run. And then all of a sudden your car's keyed. And all of a sudden your tires are again gone. And you're fired from your job because again, those naked pictures show up on you. And then again, there's posters all over the... Okay, maybe I'm getting a little carried away. But you guys can see what I mean. All right? Deck, did that happen? No, guys, I have no idea. To be frank with you, okay? I got so many things going on up here. I don't even know how I keep it all together. I'm going to be completely honest with every single person. If I didn't have such great discipline, I'd probably be in a Looney Tune bin. I'd probably need some psychiatric help. I'm on the verge of having a full-blown, again, psychiatric collapse. Call me Antonio Brown. I'm about to take off my shirt and just start running again down the football field. We're close. But at the same time, I think every guy has that. I think every single guy listening right now will be like, yeah, you know what? I don't know how we keep it together. I don't think, again, women understand. We got so many, again, wild thoughts going at 24/7. If they knew what was constantly going through our minds, I think every single person would be absolutely appalled of us. You know what I'm talking about, men. It's just, again, we can't control it. We can only contain it. SGBX. Right now here, traders, want to make sure that we are all set, ready to go. MGRX. This was my favorite press release this morning, guys. Little heads on up. MGRX did not get that much hype, but this was my favorite press release this morning. So I believe this one came on out 7 a.m. I want to say it was right around 7 a.m. I saw this one. And let me see right here. MGRX was my favorite. Yeah, right here. MGRX, guys. 7 a.m. came out with partners with Eli Lilly and Novo. Guys, these are massive companies. So if we take a look at this, Lily, I believe it is. What's that? This is like, again, I'm blanking. It's something like that. LLY. Maybe it's LLY. LLY? Yeah. Look at this, guys. This is a $1,000 per share company. $1,000 per share company. Then we also have NVO. NVO is a $50 company. And now we have a $1,000 company. We have a $50 company talking about how they're partnering up with a stock that's $2. In most cases, when this happens, that brings the evaluation of the $2 stock to $3, $4, $5, $6. You know, like this stock should have gone on a bigger press release. And this play right now is probably undervalued at this moment. When you guys take a look over on MGRX, notice what happened. The stock came out with, again, a press release at 7 a.m. And then it went from $1 or $1.90 up to $2, up to $3, or excuse me, up to $2.50. and then ran up towards around that 275-ish mark. And it did take some time to get all the way on up there. It took about 20 minutes. Basically, we got this at 7 o'clock. We had 30 minutes to be able to climb on the upside. And I wanted this one to be able to break through $3 and take on off. Unfortunately, MGRX isn't doing much right now. I'm telling you, it's a great press release. It just never caught the hype. It's a great press release. It just never went crazy. Again, government shutdown is now over. Little heads on up. Again, technology plays, Google, yada, yada, yada. Guys, this is also a little interesting. Little heads on up here. Definitely check this on out. Is unemployment rising? U.S. college graduate unemployment is now higher than during the Great Financial Crisis. The unemployment rate for college graduates with bachelor degrees have hit 9.3%, the highest since 2021. This almost matches the 2001 recession peaks of 9.5. So traders, take a look at this. This is a little bit nuts to be thinking about. Right now, at this moment, if you are a college graduate, it is the highest unemployment that we have seen. We have seen high unemployment at the dot-com bubble. We have seen high unemployment during 2008. We've seen, again, high unemployment during, again, 2021. Right now is another very high unemployment area for, again, college graduates. For me, traders, I will tell you this right now. I think, and again, everyone's going to have their own personal opinion, but I know, again, a lot of younger kids also, again, joined the live stream. And I'm not talking younger kids, but I'm talking about 18, 19, 20s, somewhere in your 20-year-olds, watch me. And I want to let you know, I will 100% want my child to go to college. I do. Because I think college is such an amazing time. You get out of the house. You learn to live. You learn to be able to get social skills. You learn how to talk to people. You learn how to be able to be dependent on what you can be able to do. It's not like, again, you're relying on mom. You're not relying on dad. You get to flap your wings. You get to get out in the world. You get to be able to be alone. You get to struggle. You get to struggle. You get to succeed. You get to be able to go through ups and downs. It's a time, again, you have to do work. It's a time that you have to, again, have responsibility. It's a time that you have to be able to figure out life. I think college is absolutely perfect in that manner. For me, again, my favorite saying was, I went to college, guys. I did. And I would say college didn't show me what I wanted to do. College showed me what I didn't want to do. When I was in college, guys, I understood sophomore year, every single person is going to the same classes. Every single person is learning the same exact thing. Every single person is going to come out of here with a similar degree. That doesn't mean I'm going to be making millions. If I want to be like every single person out there, I'll go to college. And every single person is in debt. Every single person can't afford a home. Every single person, again, struggles with money. Every single person. So again, I thought to myself, well, if that's the case, I needed to do something different. That's when I started stock trading. That's when I started learning about business. That's where, again, I started taking risk and, again, wanting to be able to be great and be able to do the things that I'm doing now. So the thing is, was college helpful to me? 100%. And to be honest, I had a blast. I had so much fun. But I will say, I will only send my child to, again, a state school. Now, what do I mean by a state school? I'm talking about a school that you're going to graduate and not come out with 6 figures in debt. One of my best friends, and I'm not trying to knock anyone right now, but I will say one of my best friends, he's amazing. He went to Penn State because we live in Pennsylvania. He went for a communication degree. He graduated with $180,000 in college debt. And guess what? He doesn't do anything with communication. He started his own roofing business. And he's amazing, and he's doing great. He's doing fantastic. But the thing is, he's in $180,000 in debt right now because he went to Penn State to get a degree that he doesn't use. So the thing is, do I think college is important? 100% I think it's important. At the same time, I would not, again, go to a major school, pay $50,000 a year to get a degree that, again, you're not even going to use. I would say in that manner, it is a scam. In that manner, it is wrong. But if you can get financial aid, if you go to a state school, if you're going to use your degree, that's different. But I also think it is just important to at least go, be able to get those experiences, keep, again, your debt to, I went to a state school. I graduated with debt. I had $28,000 in debt. That's what I had. $28,000 in debt. I traded for, again, 3 to 4 months. I paid it on off. Easy. I paid off my, again, school debt the moment I was done. So those are, again, kind of my hot key points. So definitely make sure that you guys are all set. I will probably say over 50% of the people I know, right? Over 50% of the people I know don't use their actual college degree. I feel like it's a lot different nowadays. In the 1980s, 1990s, when there was no technology or not as much technology, you had to actually go to college because like that's how they judge you. Now there's so much opportunity. Now again, it's like, hey, start your own business. Hey, go online, do something, trade stocks, invest, start real estate. Like what? Do social media. You can do whatever. You know, does any guys? Again, there's two ways to see things, and I see both sides. You can either be jealous or you can be inspired, right? Now, I try to get inspired as much as I can. Like when I see people make money trading stocks and then buy a Lamborghini, I do get inspired by it. Some people get jealous of it and say, oh, that guy's a loser or a douche. But I say, wow, look what that person has achieved. But is there a time that maybe, again, you know, I see some 16-year-old on TikTok getting 17 million views and it says, oh, how much money are they making? And they're 16 years old and they're making like $20 million a year. Yes, it's hard to be like, all this 16-year-old doing is dancing. They're going like this. And they're getting $20 million a year. And then you think to yourself, man, I commute, I have 4 kids, I get paid again, you know, $200 a day. And there's some 16-year-old kid on TikTok just going like this, making $20 million a year. I mean, yeah, hey, trust me, it can be a little frustrating when that type of stuff happens. But at the same time, you got the freedom to be able to make that stuff as well, right? So I got to give kudos to the people that take advantage of the time. Take advantage of the apps. Take advantage of what they have. But at the same time, I know you got to be able to stay inspired by it, motivated by it. Turn again that negativity into a positivity. Turn again that time into, again, you saying to yourself, you know what? I can do that. And that's the same exact thing with trading. When I first started stock trading, guess what? I've seen so many people have success, and I see so many people hating. I said, I'm not going to hate. I'm going to, again, be inspired by this. If they can do it, then I can do it. If they're a full-time trader, I can be a full-time trader. If they got that car, I can get that car. If they got that house, I can get that house. There's no difference between you and I. I'm better. I'm stronger. I'm bigger. I can be able to do this. Right? I'm willing to work harder. That's how I always thought about it. Right now, team, I still don't see any sort of move or rip. Dick, what would you be doing if you haven't found trading? I really cannot tell you. I really couldn't tell you. I am not sure. I was probably, if I had to be honest, if someone said, hey, Dick, what would you be doing right now if you were not trading? I will say again, I grew up at this kind of resort that I used to work at, and a lot of New Yorkers used to come on down and come down to the resort and stay there and have a summer home there. And one of the fire police chiefs from New York City used to have a house there, and he used to always say, you know, hey Sean, you know, after you get out of high school, if you go to college, whatever, you know, you always have a spot here. So, you know, that was something I was thinking about back in like junior year of high school, that I was just going to go be part of the New York City Fire Department. That's what, you know, I was kind of leaning towards in like junior year of high school, you know, and then, but you know, I found stock trading and kind of found my passion. But that probably, if I had to take a guess, I'd probably say I'd go to a big city, either Philadelphia or New York, and try to be a fireman. That would probably be the other option. TNMG, maybe join the military. I don't know. I really can't tell you guys. Maybe I'd just be maybe I'd be even something higher than what I am right now. I don't know. But I'm blessed beyond words in every single way. I absolutely love my job. Waking up, trading with you guys, doing this live in front of you. I love it. Wouldn't change it for the world. But I would say, I would like to see a little bit more buying volume today. What do you guys think? I would like to see a little bit more buying volume at this moment. I would like to see a little bit more hype at this moment. I would like to see a little bit of action at this moment. Can we wake up here? Can we get something going here? Tesla at this time, guys. Even look at this. We're seeing some fading in the market. Right now, again, we are seeing some fading in the market. We are seeing some dropping in the market. We are seeing a little bit of that pullback in the market right now. This is everywhere. So it's not just your stock. Dek, why is Tesla falling? Did Elon Musk say something? Hey, Dek, why is VST falling? Did, again, something bad happen? Hey, Dek, why is NVIDIA falling? Are we, again, seeing, is the bubble popping? Guys, it's just natural price movement. Right now, again, the S&P 500, we're sitting at 678. We had a pullback. Right? You know, the S&P 500 is the top 500 companies in the United States. You know, if we see pullbacks, it's going to be everywhere. So we just want to continuously stay smart, stay safe. Do not put yourself in any sort of nasty position in any sort of way. We want to make sure that we're doing things right. Also, little side note, traders, starting up on Monday, okay? And I definitely said it before, starting up on Monday, we are back to early morning pre-market streams. Yes, here, traders. I hope you guys are pumped. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys are ready to rock and roll. Because starting Monday morning, we are live back here 6:45 a.m. And I'm live streaming 6:45, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30 until we're done. But traders, over the last few months, I haven't been streaming in pre-market. Over the last few months, I've taken that time. I was kind of doing some other things, working with some different companies, and then jumping on the mic. But I don't think that's fair for you. Because what's my motto? Motto in business, motto in trading, motto in everything I do. Go the extra mile. Go the extra step. Don't, again, reach expectations, exceed expectations. Strive for perfection to achieve excellence. That's what my basketball coach used to always say. And you know what? You guys are here. You guys are showing me so much respect in the world. You guys could be anywhere else in the world right now. But you guys are literally watching the stream. So we are going to be adding 3 extra hours of commentary every single day. And that's going to, again, be starting on up. Monday morning, 6:45, 7 a.m., and we trade until we're done. That's it. We trade until we're done. We trade until we make money. We trade until we profit. We trade until we get the point across. So that's going to be amazing. That is going to be such a good time. TNMG, IDN. So yep, the 650 club, guys, is back. Let's get ready to go. 10:08, because this is the thing. You know, did we have some big rippers and runners in the morning? Yes, we did. We had rippers, we had runners, we had spikers in pre-market. TNMG spiked big and dumped big in pre-market, but it didn't happen right now. You know, like that's just how sometimes stock trading works. It happens big in pre-market. And then again, we don't have as much action. That's why, again, you got to wake on up and you got to be all set, ready to go. You know, IDN raises price target. That's, again, one that we have been watching. You know, TNMG, that one came out with its press release earlier this morning, right? That came out at 7 a.m. TNMG right here. It talks about its partnership. Stocks started getting some hype and started getting some momentum there. Traders, as I said earlier, if you guys have not yet, everyone, take a second, scan this code. Scan this code right here and right now. You guys are going to get 25% off over on Trade Ideas. So if you have not yet, everyone take a second, scan that code. You will be getting 25% off over on Trade Ideas. Today is the final day for the sale. Final day for the sale so that you guys are all set. Also, Dek, if you want 50% off commissions for life, free 30-day pass, you guys can go ahead and use my broker right here, and you guys will be all set, ready to go. So make sure, again, you guys go sign up to Cobra. Cobra has been insane. Guys, so good. I get shorts on every single play. Other than that, you guys can get, again, Foxy, 30% off, free 30-day pass, and also a little heads on up. Fox Runner is already free, so you don't get the premium with the free version, but you guys can still get all the news and all the good stuff just by downloading Fox Runner. So it is free, and you guys can go ahead and check that on out. So I just wanted to drop, again, some amazing links, the top 3 things for you, so that you guys are successful and you guys are getting after it. All right, and I believe, yes, probably everyone is going to be having Black Friday sales. Cobra, Trade Ideas, Fox Runner. I know we are here on Tradecaster. So Tradecaster, guys, we're going to be having some big big sale. Big sale Black Friday, guys. Get ready. I'll let you guys decide. What percentage deal do you guys want on Black Friday? You guys pick. Be reasonable. How big do you guys want the Black Friday sale? Because we're about to pick it. And again, I got to set some things on up. Be reasonable. How big? What would you say, Deck? That's the greatest deal I've ever seen. I will 100% upgrade. I will 100% sign up. I will 100% be a member here for life. What's the Black Friday deal that you want this year? I try to, again, do as much as I possibly can. But you tell me. Deck, $5 off. Okay, I like saying $5 off. I think that's a great deal, but I think we can go a little bigger than that. $5 off, Deck. Jive Loop, Deck, how about the deal is you give us money? Whoa. A little reverse Uno right there. I like your style. I do. $80, 50%, 47%. We'll go big. Don't you worry. We're going big. I'm just kind of looking around right now. Jive Loop, is there any point that you let go of your AMPA shares, AMPX? No, I'm going to be holding that one no matter what till, like, June. So it's like, AMPX, again, I put $6,000 into that play. Put $6,000, bought 500 shares. I'm letting that thing rock out. But, like, again, I don't see a way that I'm selling that play. It's like, I'm holding that one for a while. That's not a day trade. I try to forget I even have that. That's, like, my goal. Buy it, forget you even own it. Buy it, forget you even own it. Check on it once or twice a month. IDN right here, team. IDN still has that potential. IDN still has the potential for a little bit of squeeze. I mean, we're hunting right now. We are hunting for some plays at this moment. We are. We are hunting for some plays. We are hunting. We are looking for some action. The Dow is down 59 points. NASDAQ's down 171 points. The S&P 500 is down 26 points. The Russell 2000 is down 2 points. So we are red across the market, looking for any sort of signs of volatility, looking for signs of life. Hello, hello, hello. Can anybody hear me out there? Is there anybody? 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 Deck, take a look at ADPXY. Okay, that definitely has to be a ADPXY. This definitely has to be an OTC stock. All right, I will tell you right now. ADPXY. There is no way I could ever touch this. ADPXY. ADPXY. First off, I don't even think Cobra's going, no permission. So I'm not even allowed to trade this one. But how much volume does this play even have? One order, one order, one order, one order, one order, one order. It can't have more than like 3,000 shares. I mean, ADPXY, you're not wrong. The stock has gone from $8 to $127. But let's just see this here for a second. ADXPY. PXY. I'm going to go over to Yahoo Finance. Check this out here for a second. So ADPXY. Guys, oh my goodness. Okay, this is why I stay away from OTC stocks. OTC stocks are non-regulated plays. Okay? So I know you see this giant green candle from $6 to $130. Okay? The stock has now gone from $6 to $130. Guys, it moved $6 on 1,600 shares. 1,600 shares. That means it's just one guy right now. Do you guys know how little 1,600 shares are? I mean, like, don't you guys usually buy 1,000, 2,000 shares on a stock? The entire $8 to $130 move is on 1,600. This is just one guy. This is just one guy buying, you know, and going. The average volume on ADXPY is 7 shares. The average volume is literally a guy out there in the world that goes, I'll buy 1 share, I'll sell 1 share. I'll buy 1 share, I'll sell 1 share. And that's it. So this play, do not even touch this play. I even feel disgusted even looking at this play. Okay? So yeah, do not touch this. Because you know what you're going to do? You are going, this guy right here, whoever this guy is, who bought 1,600 shares, oh boy, he's probably saying, hey, hopefully if someone sees that the stock goes from $8 to $128, they're going to want to buy it. And maybe 1, 2, 3, 5, maybe a chat room buys ADPXY. And now this guy has, again, 1,600 shares at a cost basis of $50. And now, again, it goes up to 200 and he just makes, 100 grand. So, again, let this guy suffer. Whoever, again, this guy is who's buying shares at $120 on 1,600 shares, no one touch it. No one pay this guy out. Let him sit there and suffer. As, again, he has to now sell his shares and sell it like for a massive loss. So, stay away from that play. So maybe it's you, Franco. Are you the guy, again, trying to pump it up the play? Franco, are you the person that's saying, hey, Dek, I came across ADPXY. Yeah, I just found it randomly. I don't know. It looks like it's weird. Do you guys think we should all buy it at the same time? What do you think? Maybe we should all buy that play at the same time. Franco's setting us up right now. This guy's trying to profit off our demise right now. Franco, little slick dog. You little slick one. Hey, Dek, you ever check out stock ADPXY? I mean, it's crazy. Stock ran up $100. We should all buy it right now. We should all buy it. Did you guys buy it yet? Oh, you should buy it. Hey, I respect your slyness, okay? You got a little dog in you. Again, a little dog in you. A little like a mini schnauzer or something. Dek, any thoughts on AMD here? AMD, I like the company a lot. Now, the thing is, AMD's holding its gains up very well while a lot of the rest of the market's falling. What would I say? Best entry, always back down to the 50-day moving average. If you want to go into a larger time frame, such as the monthly is always the best. That's down towards, again, $62. That's all the way down towards $115. AMD has gone explosive. My only fear is that this has happened 3 times in a row. Massive spike, massive dump. Massive spike, massive dump. I would say I would be a little bit nervous, people buying up here, just from what we have seen in the past, right? Because remember, past chart history pattern does say a lot about a stock. It does, right? Same exact thing if, again, you're a human and you learn about someone's past, there is a chance that this can easily occur again. Let's imagine you're interviewing, right? The interviewer says, hey, I noticed that the last 3 jobs you've been fired from stealing out of the cash register. And he says, yeah, you know what? I was wrong. I'm very sorry. It's not going to happen again. And you hire him. And all of a sudden, one day later, there's $400 missing out of the cash register. It's like, I kind of know who it is. You know, AMD, spike and dump, massive spike. Hey, Dek, I think this is going to be a massive breakout. Dumps on down. Oh, man, I suck at stock trading. No, again, like, we can't, like, I like AMD. I do. I just get a little nervous buying, you know, at the very tippity top when, you know, like, we've seen the past. So if anything, maybe again wait for the lower 210s, 2 teens, somewhere in there. CJET, DTCK, NVVE. NVVE, TNMG, IDN. Guys, I'm just kind of seeing if there's anything at this moment. Active Trader says, hey, Dek, 2025 new smart robot dog. Robot puppy, interactive robot plush puppy, dog robotic, AI robotics, pup for adults, robot dog that acts like a real dog, sits barking and walking. This is just a picture of a normal dog. I don't know. I will tell you right now, there's no robotic dogs yet. This is just a picture of a normal dog that someone's trying to scam you and sell you a robot dog. Hey, robotic dog looks just like real dog. $20,000. Google images, puppy. Post it right there. There's no such thing yet as robotic puppy dogs. Don't buy that. We're okay. We got it. We're good. There's no... We're good. I'm just trying to see, guys. I like... The thing is, whenever I start searching this hard, I know, again, it's usually trouble. Because if I'm searching this hard for a play, what does that usually lead to? That leads to me forcing into a play. The only one I would say I somewhat like right here is IDN. Would you guys agree? The only play that I see that is actually decent at this time would be IDN. Everything else seems like it's a little too weak. Everything else seems like it's a little too slow. So, guys, I do want to open up the floor right here. Does anyone have any questions, comments, concerns? Does anyone have anything that you guys need in any sort of way? So, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know. Nate Trades, I don't remember who said it, but it's the quote of the week. Dek, right now it's trying to squeeze juice out of a rock. Yeah, I know what you mean. You know, we're trying to find a play. But it's just, if there's nothing that's spiking, there's nothing we can do. Trader, deck, is Pro Trading Room down or is it done? Unfortunately, again, we are not using them anymore at this time. So we're not using them at this time, Trader. Little heads up. All right, hey, traders, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys have any final questions, comments, concerns, as always, you guys can let me know. I am here for you. I am happy to help. And obviously, again, I want to be able to make as much money as you guys want to make money. But there is no way that I can make money if, again, we just don't have the conditions. Just like if I want to go skiing, I might want to go skiing. If it's August, unfortunately, there's no snow. I can't do it. So right now, traders, I'm not going to randomly pick a play. I'm not going to randomly throw us into a stock. I'm going to have patience. And again, hopefully today, it's displaying discipline. It's not displaying lack of trades. It's displaying, again, only wanting to trade when there's good opportunities, when there's great setups, when there's plays that are going to be able to make you a lot of money. All right? No forcing, traders. Stay smart. But I do just want to say for everyone, thank you so much, as always. Thank you so much for everyone who has joined us on this day. Thank you so much for every single person that is here. Thank you so much for every single person that shows so much support and love. Get yourself excited because market conditions change every single day, every single hour, every single afternoon. We might see something big coming up in the future. All it takes is one press release. All it takes is one move. All it takes is, again, some volume to move in, and boom, you get a breakout. Stay alert. Stay ready. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please help me wrap this thing on up, but we'll be all good. So, team, let's get after it. You guys know it, baby. In 3, 2, 1. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys later on. Just too slow today. Just too slow at this moment. Nothing we can do. Let's stay smart. Don't force. Did you make money today? Did you come out on top today? I'm the Batman.
I got this question the other day. Why are you successful?
So I ball so hard, motherfucker.
$1,000 profit today.
First niggas gotta find me.
$700.
50 grand to a motherfucker like me. Can you please remind me? Ball so hard, this shit crazy. Y'all
$1,000.
don't know that don't shit phase. And as we go,
Lock it on up.
when I look at you like this shit crazy. Ball so hard, this shit weird. We ain't even pro be here.
$1,400.
It's only right that we be fair.
Who's ready for $1 million a year?
Take your pick. Jackson, Tyson, Jordan, Game 6.